Is this now the best time to get your hands on a set of AP2 7/16s? Let's talk about it. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here at Burford Golf Lab, and before we talk about this absolute beautiful iron 7/16 AP2, I'm gonna get a quick shot into the 13th down here at Oakmont Country Club. 182 yards, slightly downhill, well protected, and I've got the 7 iron. Okay, so today's video to talk about, do you now buy one of these? Is it a good time to buy a set of AP2 7/16s? Because the new T100, 200, 300, 400 series is coming out, and don't get me wrong, they look real good. Titleist have done a good job this year of rebranding everything, bringing all their equipment out from 2010 to actually be a modern day looking brand. The driver's obviously done incredibly well, bringing out the 4 and the 1 this late on into the year. A lot of people obviously don't agree with, but the iron's set for obviously around Christmas time, early next year, with the T100, 200, 300 and a 400 is set to replace the AP series, and the AP series has done incredibly well. But I understand the rebranding from themselves, basically to make it look a lot more modern, a lot more fresh, and the question is it a great time to go and get a set of these? 4 to pitch and wedge, never been touched, brand new, you can now get for about £400, which for the quality, if you're looking for a high brand or manufacturer that's gonna give you the performance, the feel, the forgiveness, obviously you're not gonna get fitted for them. How good are these irons still with today's market? Because obviously I get to test everything, I get to try every iron that there is now. And who would be suitable to go and buy a set of AP2 7/16s? Now, in terms of the head shape and the design, I've talked about AP2s before. They're arguably one of my favorite looking heads, and don't get me wrong, when I get to try the T200, for example, I'm probably gonna love it as well. Many a tour players have had this in the bag. Many a tournaments have been won with this club. Not only is it forgiving, it's obviously got that shot shaping ability. You know when you don't quite catch out in the middle, therefore you can work on your swing, as well as if you do catch it heely or toey, you're not losing 60% like a blade. It looks clean from the top, as well as it does look fresh, chrome, forged metal, all that good stuff that you might potentially need from an iron. And as I say, brand new, they're about £400. Imagine you could probably get a second-hand set for about $240, $250, something around that ballpark figure. Now obviously the first shot was a fluke, so therefore let's hit it again, 180 yards. Let's see if I can get any closer than I did last time. Now, when it comes down to obviously the T-Series, there's not much information. Obviously, it's getting seeded on tour at the moment. And obviously, the first person to probably review it on YouTube is going to be Mark Crossfield. However, just from a glance, what you can see from the photos, obviously there's a bit of tech in the back of the head. Whether that's going to do anything, who knows? Obviously, I imagine the low irons, the T100, T200 is obviously going to be forged. The high one's going to be cast, because obviously then you can have more inserts and everything else in like that. We've heard it before. Does that mean it's going to give you anything more on the golf course? Obviously, I can't potentially say because I haven't been able to use it or fit for the head at the moment. However, what I do have in my hands is a bit of filth for the price. Now, obviously, when these first came out, they would have been £140 a stick, whereas now you're looking at about £40 a stick. So we're going to expect that obviously it's going to be in the thousands for in terms of what you want with the T100s, but you're going to get fitted for it. If you're serious about your game and you got the money and you play 3 times a week, then getting fitted for your irons is potentially a good idea. However, what is this for? Who should go and buy these? If you've just got into the game, for example, you've been playing for a year, you've got your package set or your hand-me-downs, and you swing the club relatively fast, this could be a great choice for you to basically get a feel and an idea on what you want in the bag, potentially for the future, as well as getting your handicap down. Now, these aren't going to be as strong lofted as the majority of your beginner irons, therefore you might at the start feel like you lose a lot of distance. However, what you're going to get with these is a lot more height, a lot more control, and a bit more use in terms of feel and shot shaping from the lower brands, the cheaper manufacturers. This is going to be a lot more forgiving, it's going to feel a tiny bit heavier, as well as you're going to get an option of a few shafts that I imagine a lot of people probably got fitted for theirs, for example. So if you swing it slower than potentially a regular flex, or if you do swing it slower, having a look at a 716 AP1 wouldn't necessarily be a bad shout. If you swing it faster, stiff flex, just like this, NS Pro, just like I'm hitting at the moment, it's going to give you what you want. As I say, I swing the club relatively fast. I've never been fitted for this in my life. However, I've just hit 2 shots into the green down here from 180 yards. Yes, that is very unlikely normally. However, I've got the luck of YouTube and the camera. So, 3rd time's a charm. Let's hit another one. If it goes on the green, then I should quit YouTube and obviously go on tour. Done there is basically hit it straight at the heel and thin. Still got the majority of the shot out. That is what comes down to a forgiving iron, and that is what you get for buying a high brand iron such as this. So what I'm going to do now is quickly read to you what Titleist put on their website when this first came out, to give you an idea of what this technology is going to give you if you were to invest in this particular second-hand iron. Tour proven distance comes from consistent speed. 716 AP2 iron uses high extreme density tungsten weighting to position the center of gravity low and perfectly aligned at impact for more speed. Feeling forgiveness, most advanced solid feeling forgiving tour played irons we've ever made. Innovative code forged construction with high density tungsten low on the perimeter, increasing moment of inertia for speed of off center hits. Guys, there you have it. It gives the seal of approval for myself. As I said, Titleist is a great manufacturer for irons. They always have been. And when it comes down to a player's forgiving iron, this is definitely one of the best and something you could have a look at. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for you to try and test it because getting your hands on these is going to be difficult. However, if you were to buy something second-hand, you're going to be able to shift it relatively quickly if you don't get on with it, and you're not going to lose necessarily that much money. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. As always, leave this video a like. Please subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.